What was it about women's hockey that you felt we needed to have a team in Medicine Hat?
Well, the first little part of returning was hopefully to get your feet wet in the position and maintain what we had, and then after a year or so, I shouldn't say but we kept getting emails into the office and a few phone calls and visitors in person to say, how come you don't have hockey here? How come hockey doesn't exist at Medicine Hat College? And the easy answer is it is an expensive sport, and especially if you're going to go down the route of having both men and women, triple the expense. And the other part was we didn't have our own arena, so that's another factor. But it was never a no, we wouldn't ever have it. But those requests and visits and emails and phone calls kept spurring us on to maybe we should have something prepared just in case. So we put together a budget for both men's and women's hockey and updated it annually and kept it on file. And we let our superiors know that this was on file. And in colleges and universities, leadership changes a lot at the top. So when the new leadership comes in, you let new folks know just to let you know, here's what we have. But there's also a lot of requests and noise about hockey in the community. And we do have a budget if you ever want to look at it, or a proposal for put something together. Eventually, the leadership came in that took an interest, and they asked to see that, and that was our current president, Kevin Shufflebotham. And Kevin and I actually have a little bit of a history because we both worked at NAIT together when I was coaching the men's hockey program, so he knew all about what a hockey program can bring to an institution. And he kept asking, and then we talked a lot about it, talked to senior executive about it, what it could do, what it would cost. Excuse me. And then I believe it was the summer of 2022. I was meeting with my supervisor, and Kevin was there as well. And we talked about how you get into women's hockey. I told him the process about applications. It's good to have an exhibition season first. And that moment, they actually just decided then, okay, go ahead with the exhibition season. So that was July. So we had...
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so we didn't have much time, but we started to, use social media to let women and girls know that we're having an exhibition season, no matter what it would be. Anybody was invited. We wouldn't turn anybody away, just to see what the interest was. We had a meeting in early September, mid-September, I believe. And I think there was about 20 girls that showed up. Not all stayed, but they wanted to hear about it. I think we ended up eventually getting our first ice session with about 16 or 18 girls. Thankfully, there was one goalie, because you never know. And we started practicing twice a week, and then we started setting up games with other ACAC schools, some junior league teams, and some local women's teams. I think we played 8 to 12 games that year, and I think teams that want to get into ACAC hockey or a higher level, playing the exhibition season is crucial, because you need to know, the players need to know what it's like, what it's all about, and the school needs to understand what potential expenses are. We took a couple road trips. We went to Oyen to play Oles. We went to Lakeland to play the Rustlers, or to Lloydminster. Went to Calgary, I think, didn't we? Yeah, went to Calgary. And then we played a few games at home. So, and Red Deer as well. So it was an outstanding year to get your feet wet. We didn't do very well, but that didn't matter. The results were irrelevant. And it was great to see a lot of girls that were on that team come back the following year and be on the official team of the first year.
Women's hockey, 2021, 2022, I mean, you had the national team that always was winning gold, but professionally it was still kind of hit and miss. The game for women has exploded over the last couple of years, and that has helped your program in terms of drawing more players into the game to feed into your system?
Yeah, I certainly think so. I'm so glad that professional league for women does exist, because it gives little young girls some hope and something to look forward to. And I think that's also what we tried to model our program over is to give the local girls something to look forward to and say, wow, I could keep playing. I could maybe go to college and play college hockey right here in my own community. And that is very exciting. So that, and combined with the Women's Professional League, I think has really exploded the interest in young girls. And we do a lot of community engagement with young girls teams. We bring them to the rink for practice, or they come to our games. We always have a young girl who stands out there for the national anthem. And all those things are meant to drive that interest and keep that interest for young girls so that they'll keep playing, and hopefully that, Medicine Hat will develop into a bantam, midget, and hopefully a junior team, and that could become a feeder system for our program at the college and maybe even for the Saha programs in town.